Today we got two powerhouses going head to head. Luke Cage versus Rhino. Who wins? Well, let's find out. Luke Cage, wrongly convicted and unjustly imprisoned, was altered in a failed prison experiment that granted him unbreakable skin and superhuman strength. With his street smarts and unending determination to do right, he fights for the common man. He eventually married Jessica Jones and had a daughter with her. Luke was also a member of the Avengers and the leader of the Thunderbolts for a time. As a result of volunteering for a chemical experiment, Cage possesses formidable superhuman capabilities. He has superhuman strength that allows him to lift around 25 tons, and has been able to lift a bulldozer, a fully stocked 18-wheeler that can easily bust through prison walls. He has considerable stamina, allows him to fight for an extended period of time, and actually has an impressive agility, being able to dive in front of bullets, and even catch a leaping Spider-Man. Luke's greatest asset, though, is his incredible durability and nigh impenetrable skin. High-caliber bullets, knives, and most explosions do absolutely nothing, and Cage has even survived Danny's Iron Fist before and gotten back up after being launched through several walls. However, Luke's durability doesn't extend beyond his skin layer, and his internal organs are not nearly as protected. Thus, his interiors can still be damaged if he's attacked with enough force. Luke Cage is also a skilled brawler and excels at street fighting. And then in the corner of Rhino. The Rhino is an adversary of the Amazing Spider-Man and Incredible Hulk, being the epitome of brawn over brains. His suit grants him immense endurance and strength, and he recently returned to life of crime following an all-too-brief retirement. Rhino is easily one of the strongest, if not the strongest member of Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, and was even able to go up against the classic version of the Hulk. He's received several enhancements throughout the years, and his strength has grown through gamma radiation, to where he's roughly on the same level as She-Hulk or The Thing. Rhino has dominated Thunderstrike in a fight, punched Nova into orbit. He's easily taken down Spider-Man with just one arm or a single blow, and it took all of Iron Man's strength to hold the Rhino down. Even when Peter prepped to fight against the Sinister Six and planned to take on Rhino, he still couldn't budge him. And just like he's superhumanly strong, Rhino is also impressively durable. He can easily withstand high-caliber bullets and even light anti-tank weaponry. He's taken punches not just from Spider-Man or Iron Man, but wasn't even put down by punches from the Hulk or Juggernaut. And while Rhino isn't necessarily the king of speed because of his large size, he is surprisingly maneuverable and can reach charging speeds up to 90 miles per hour. Rhino's horn is also a dangerous weapon, as it's pierced through the Hulk on several occasions and stabbed the Juggernaut, although Kane wasn't connected to Sidorak at the time. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, starting out from a physical perspective, that's all Rhino. Now, big bricks like Cage and Rhino, guys like these don't really have a set strength limit, more like a general range of strength. But Luke and Rhino's ranges are really, really different. Luke's around 25 to 40 tons, while Rhino's up there around 70 to 90 tons. That's a big difference and a big advantage. Rhino's also more durable. They're both able to hold up to high caliber bullets and things like that. But Cage's durability doesn't really extend beyond the skin layer, and his internal organs aren't nearly as protected as his famously unbreakable skin. Speaking of his skin, I'm not entirely sure that it would hold up to Rhino's horn. That horn is pierced through the Hulk and a weakened Juggernaut, who are definitely more durable than Luke Cage, and Cage's skin has been cut by certain metals in the past. Now, you could argue that Cage is more durable to penetrative forces than the Hulk, and you could be right. All I'm saying is that it's possible Rhino could injure Luke with that horn if he puts enough force behind it. Really, the only area where Luke is physically superior to Rhino is in speed and agility. Rhino can reach speeds up to 90 miles per hour, but the problem is, once he gets charging in one direction, it's very difficult for him to switch up directions. Really, the best you can say about him is that he's fast or agile for his size, which isn't saying much. On the other hand, Luke is deceptively quick and agile. People tend to believe that because of his superhuman strength and durability, he really isn't that fast. He's just a guy that punches hard. But he'll surprise you. He's caught bullets in his hand, or used his body to block them. And remember, he spent years training with Iron Fist. He knows some flips and acrobatics, and should be able to easily outmaneuver Rhino, especially if Rhino's just charging straight at him. And that right there kind of plays into the second part of this battle that we need to talk about. Because it's not just a physical showdown between two bricks who can't really strategize or know how to fight. You see, while Rhino is definitely a brawn over brains kind of character, Luke is not. He's actually a fighter and skilled brawler, which means that for one, he's going to be able to throw a better punch. Now, you might be saying, how does that make sense? We've already seen that Rhino is the stronger character. How is it that Luke Cage can throw the better punch? Well, look at it this way. On paper, a man who can bench press 8,000 pounds should have a better striking power than a UFC fighter. But in an actual fight, I'd put good money that the UFC guy can actually hit harder. Just because there's more to throwing a punch than pure strength alone. And then Rhino's just kind of one of those characters who really shouldn't lose as much as he does. However, thanks to a combination of not being the sharpest tool in the shed, as well as having the same kind of linear style of attack most of the time, he really isn't that tough to take down if you know what you're doing. I mean, Spider-Man definitely isn't as strong or as durable as Rhino. And on paper, Rhino should win. But Peter consistently takes him down. I mean, even Captain America has knocked the Rhino out with a kick to the face. Now, granted, that is an exceptionally low showing for Rhino, and a ridiculously high showing for Steve, but you get my point. And you know what? Luke Cage has taken down a charging Rhino before with just one good punch to the face. So basically, on paper, Rhino should win. He's stronger, more durable, and his horn might actually do some serious damage to Cage. However, based on feats and looking at what they've actually done, Luke Cage is winning this one. Rhino isn't the smartest guy, and has consistently lost to lesser opponents, while Cage knows what he's doing and is a skilled fighter and brawler. Luke Cage wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button, more videos just one every single weekday, and I'll see you next time.